Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today on my channel, we are going to be doing a wear test and review on the Bite Beauty Changemaker Supercharged Molecular Foundation. Why are all these names so long now? It cracks me up. There are just, these names of these foundations are just like 20 words now. It is absolutely crazy. So today I am going to be testing this product out. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you are coming back, thank you for following along here and subscribing with me. So what I do is I take a product every Tuesday and I do a wear test on that product. And this product, what we are going to do today on my 46-year-old combination skin type, I do have pores, I do have redness to my skin, and my biggest thing that I'm always working to kind of reduce the appearance of is the texture of my skin. I have very textured skin. So I am going to be testing this foundation out today. I will show you how I apply it and how I apply the rest of my makeup. And then I'm going to walk you through swatches along with my other 3 favorite foundations that are the top 3 that I use on a regular basis. And then I will show it to you in natural sunlight, out in direct sunlight. I will show it to you with a flash in regular light and a flash in a dark room. And then we will come back at 5 and 10 hours. So let's jump into what Sephora's site says about this product. So this product is the Bite Beauty Changemaker Supercharged Molecular Foundation for $39.50. $39.50 is right about the middle of the road for most foundations. Typically, I feel they run from $35 to $45 or $50. So it's actually right hitting at a decent spot. The size is 1 ounce, which is typical for most foundations. This foundation comes in 32 different shades. How I find my shade through Sephora's site is I use their shade finder against currently my Estee Lauder Double Wear in the color 3C2 Pebble, simply so that I am able to tell whether their shade finder is actually working. The color they suggested is the color M80 for me, which is a medium warm peach undertone. I am not typically a peach undertone. I'm more of a pink undertone. Some of the details of their site is it is a clean, long-wearing foundation with a gentle molecular technology that mimics the skin's texture for a natural, flawless finish. The coverage is medium, the finish is natural, the formulation is liquid, and it is for normal, dry, combination, and oily skin types. Some of the highlighted ingredients are a maqui berry, which is an antioxidant-rich ingredient that helps nurture your complexion, molecular technology, which gently mimics skin's texture for a smooth, non-cakey look. The ingredient callouts are that this product is vegan, cruelty-free, and gluten-free. It does not also have any scent to it that I noticed. What else you need to know is make the change to clean and high performance. This creamy, long-wearing foundation protects your skin with buildable, medium coverage. The secret, Bite Beauty uses antioxidant-rich superfood maqui berry and gentle molecular technology that works with and feels good on your skin, even if you're sensitive. For clinical results in a consumer study on 31 volunteers, after 8 hours of wear, 100% of the users agreed this foundation feels fresh. 97% of the users agreed that this foundation is easy to blend. 97% of the users agreed that this foundation applies smoothly. It is considered clean at Sephora, and clean at Sephora is formulated without a list of over 50 ingredients, including sulfates, SLS, SLES, parabens, phosphates, and more. For the full list, you can check out their ingredients tab here as well. And how they suggest you use this is to dot foundation onto your cheeks, forehead, and nose. For best results, using your fingers or a brush, start from the center of your face and blend outward. Build coverage with fingers on places that you need it. I'm very interested in trying this out, and we are going to jump right into me applying this. I haven't even open this up. I'm trying to figure out how to open the box up. It's sealed. I hate when they do that. You know what I do when they do that? I go to the bottom. Too lazy to figure it out. Comes in a plastic squeeze tube, I'm assuming. This seems too small. Yep. Got Got the little thing on it. I'm excited to try this out. Let's see. Oh, okay. It's a thicker product. It's not super thin. This is what it looks like. As always, we are going to do one side of my face with a brush and one side with a sponge. Let's start out with the brush. I always start on my jawline. Looks like a decent color match. Wow, that actually blends really nicely. It's not, interesting. It's not too dark, not too light. It actually blends into my neck very well, but it also doesn't look or feel heavy. They say in their description that it applies smoothly. It really does. And surprisingly, what I've done so far is all with that little bit. I mean, right off the bat, I would say it's okay coverage. It's not like blowing me away, the coverage on it. I'm going to switch over to my beauty blender from this one is from a holiday set. I always get questions about that. Like, what type of beauty blender is that? Or what type of beauty sponge is that, I guess, because they're not all beauty blenders. It applies pretty much dead on the same with I did another squirt, by the way, of the exact same amount. Seems to go further with the brush than with the sponge, which is pretty typical. I believe it said to apply it with your fingers. I think it said a brush or your fingers. I'm not big on applying with my fingers. See if it makes a difference. I don't know. I don't like applying. Do you guys like applying foundation with your fingers? I don't like the feel of it. Ugh. Then you gotta wipe your hand. Yeah, just not my thing. Let's go back to the sponge. It is not my thing. It applied very easily, very quickly, very smooth, very fresh feeling, which I think was another one of their keywords. It feels very nice. Oops, didn't mean to go to that side with that, but that's all right. It feels very nice. It feels hydrated. Doesn't feel tacky, doesn't feel sticky. It definitely moves nicely. Let's see how it builds up a little bit. I'm going to take just a dot. When I say a dot, I mean like a dot. People always ask me about these coasters too. My forehead is the area that always kind of needs a little bit extra coverage. These coasters are just drink coasters that I use, and I just wash them off afterwards. You can throw them in the dishwasher if you want to. I'll tell you, like, this is pretty good. Like, it has a nice finish to it. It is a little bit more of a sheen than I typically like. My favorite foundations tend to be a satin finish. This isn't far off from that. It has a little bit more glow than a satin finish, but it also isn't like crazy in your face glowy. So let's take a look at a side-by-side between no makeup and this. So first thoughts, looks nice. Let's see if it's like, that transfers a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can see where I stuck my hands down on this cheek. That's not good. But after it's set, it might make a difference. Let's look at it up close. It's not drawing attention to any pores or texture. It is a little bit, and it might be, again, how it was applied. My redness is coming through right here on the apple of this cheek. And it seems a little bit splotchy over my lip. But other than that, that's my first thoughts on it. I'm going to do the rest of my makeup and then we'll come back and discuss. Makeup is all done. My hair is not brushed out yet. I'm going to put on my lip gloss, my favorite lip gloss. This lip gloss makes every lipstick look amazing. Something about it, just the reflection in it, it's so pretty. Every time I wear it, somebody's like, what do you have on? So, all right, let's talk about this foundation. Went on nice, easy to apply, very smooth. Medium coverage, it didn't build easily. It honestly actually didn't do very much at all when I tried to build it up. It's very natural looking. It's fine. My first instinct is it's just fine. I don't love it. I'm not wowed by it. It's just okay. It's nothing that I'm like, okay, I'm excited about this, and it's nothing that I'm like, no, this is not going to work. So we will check this out. I will do swatches up next, and I do flash tests, as well as showing it to you in natural sunlight, in very bright sunlight, and then checking in at 5 and 10 hours. Okay, starting out with the swatches. This is the Lime Life in the color Olive 2, which is my best match favorite foundation. A close second is the YSL All Hours in the color BR40. And then we have the Estee Lauder Double Wear in the color 3C2 Pebble. And then over here we have the one we're testing today, which is the Bite Changemaker in the color M80. I'm pleasantly surprised with a peach description that this actually is this close to all of the others that work for me. It is very much right in line with all of my typical colors. It does have a very slight bit more peach to it than these have more of a pink or red undertone to them. So I'm very interested to see how this looks in natural lighting and play with it today. Taking a look at them out in natural daylight, I will say you can definitely tell that there is a slight bit more orange or peach undertone to this one than my typical 3 that I wear. It's not horrible though, so I'm kind of interested to see how this wears out throughout the day. Taking a look at this out in natural daylight, I feel as if it does look very nice. It looks very healthy, very refreshed. It doesn't look heavy. It doesn't look cakey. It looks actually very natural, but in a good way, with a good amount of coverage, but not too much coverage. So let's do a flash test real quick and see how it does. All right, so looking at this, typical spots, I have 2 large windows right up here. It is catching a little bit of reflection in the center, but I don't feel as if that is from the foundation. It is just from the way the light hits in here at this time of day. It looks very healthy though. It looks nice. It doesn't look heavy. It doesn't look like it has true flashback. Now we're in a little bit darker of an area and we will do a true flash. Let's see how this looks. It looks good, no flashback, no reflection, looks very healthy, looks very natural, it doesn't look overdone. Now let's go outside and see how this stacks up against sunlight. So right now we are in sunlight, but in direct sunlight. We are going to take a walk outside, take a look at this and see how it looks in really direct sunlight and see just if it accentuates any pores, texture, if it shows any pigmentation. Let's go see. All right, oh, of course the sun goes a little bit behind a cloud right as I walk out, but here's what we look like. Wondering if it's looking healthy still or if it's actually looking textured in through these areas here, especially around my cheeks on either side of my nose. Here we go, the cloud is going away. So we can see how this stacks up. 5-hour check-in. It's okay. That's my first reaction. It's okay. I'm not looking in the mirror when I walk by going, ooh, that looks good. I'm just like, it's fine. I don't love it. I don't hate it. Starting to see a little bit of breakdown right through here. On the forehead, I'm definitely seeing some blotchiness. It's not settling correctly. It's okay. I mean, I can't find any other words other than that. I'm not noticing it like getting I mean, it's a little bit oily, but if I had powdered or blotted, it would have been fine. The biggest problem is the breakdown right in here through my forehead. It is definitely broken down and splotchy in through this area. The cheeks have done okay. I don't know. It's gotten a little splotchy through here too. I don't know. I'm just okay with it. We are at 10 hours. I don't like it. I absolutely hate the way right through here broke down. This is horrible. So splotchy, so gross. And that is where I get the most oil of my whole face. My cheeks through here being second, and then in through this area. But no, this is not the foundation for me. It just isn't. If you are combination oily skin type like me, it is probably not going to be the one for you. I don't know why. It feels like it's sitting on top of my skin. It feels like if I went like this, I was going to leave a huge mark. Like, you know how when a tear, like if you have too much makeup on, back in the day in the 90s, you remember if you like cried or had a tear, you would like see that line of makeup? That's what I feel like this is going to look like. This is horrible. So they didn't have a whole lot of like singing praise items about this, that it's easy to blend. Yes, it was totally easy to blend. That it applied smoothly. Yes, it applied smoothly. That it feels fresh on your skin. It felt fine, but I've had foundations that feel way better than this. I am not impressed with this at all. I mean, I have some sunspots showing through here or freckles. It's definitely patchy and broken down where I put the bronzer. Maybe that's what broke this down, because I put the liquid bronzer over it. I don't know. I am not impressed with this. Don't like it. It is not for me. I'm not a big send it back kind of girl. If it doesn't work for me, I usually give it to somebody. The only time I usually send them back is when I'm like, this is just not a good foundation. That's the case with this one. This is unfortunate. I wished this was better. I'd heard decent things about it, but not my foundation. Now, if you have a foundation you would like for me to try out, I'd love to know down in the comments below. I am definitely always looking for new ones to try out for you guys and see how they work out. As always, I will post 2 different videos right here with different wear tests out for you guys if you're interested in those instead of this one, if you lasted this long. And as always, guys, thank you for watching and sticking with me, and have a great day. Bye.